Good evening, everybody. Kenny here, also known as psyguyorami. I wanted to make potentially a quick video acknowledging something, and it relates to the Psycast, especially recent episodes. I'm seeing something I've never seen on my channel before, and it's a growing ratio of dislikes compared to the likes on this content. Now this happens. I've been doing YouTube for about 14 years. My channel's always been a mixed bag. Lukewarm material, blazing hot content, for example, Injustice 2 back in the day. Sorry, that was a zitchin. That's just one example. But it's a hobby channel of mine, you know, and I create what I want to create. I play what I want to play. And sadly, what that amounts to sometimes is that there's no real consistency to the channel. Live streams, video productions, games, vlogs. Actually, I would argue vlogs are one of the most consistent series of content. But that aside, so part of that reality is people joining the channel thinking that the content they like will remain consistent. Now, I'll be honest, if I had if I did this full time, if I had a team to work with, or if I made a part-time living off doing this, that would so be the reality. But over the years, I've been in situations like I am now, where my job demands my time, my family demands my time, I'm in a relationship, and so, you know, I'm doing what I can, for example, with the live streams. That's always been kind of a thing with a lot of YouTubers, content creators. I've seen it with friends and, what I'll say, colleagues, fellow YouTubers, fellow Twitch streamers, so on and so forth. If people get used to the streams on your channel, you get people asking you, you know, are you going to stream more? That kind of thing. And I've had a couple of people ask me about that recently, and I've apologized and say, you know, I'm doing what I can when I can. So I wanted to acknowledge that. I also wanted to, again, acknowledge the dislikes on the videos. I've never, you know, I'll be honest, I haven't seen this many dislikes pop up, especially, for example, on the Psycast plus remix music I put out with pictures of Castia and Cypher. Two characters I really enjoy and have created, and I'm still expanding their profile on. And AI has been a huge assistance to this, especially with the time that I put into the research, and go from there. Now, mistakes are made. I do this solo. Again, it's a hobby. I love doing it, but, you know, mistakes are going to be made because I'm one guy, but AI, even I try to critique it with the research I do, stuff it'll throw in there. I'll say, you know, that doesn't fit, we need to change that, so on and so forth. So, oh, sorry, thought I lost something. Looks like I zoned out right there. But anyway, listen, I wanted to throw this up, let everybody know I get it. If I lose some subscribers, I knew since the beginning that might happen. I knew there would be some dislikes. I'll be honest, not as much. And, you know, I can't lie and say that to see this doesn't hurt, especially with something I'm really enjoying and creating, putting out into the world. But again, that's part of the reality. But I'm also human. So to see somebody's work go like, I don't like that. That's not what I want. Don't do that, that kind of thing. There has been some critiques and people, you know, giving their assessment of, like, especially in the Versus series, the Who Would Win series, there's been a couple of comments and posts about, like, no, this character would wipe that character out, so on and so forth. But, you know, I dive into my own data. I take these theoreticals and do what I can and go from there. But I always welcome those input because, again, it's just like talking with a fellow nerd in real life. And I always heart those comments because I'm like, that's an awesome take, and you're right. I may not always get the comment, but I always throw it a heart. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay sane. And again, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to let me know. And if you're not, let me know as well. DM me in Discord. If you want to comment, that's fine too. Just know that, you know, it's being general public, and I do moderate for potential toxic comments as well. So if you put a really toxic comment, it won't get through. So just a heads up. Anyway, I will see you next time. Peace.